Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to get right over to Bob. He's been following some storms coming into our area.
Significant weather advisory in effect. Wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour. Frequent lightning strikes, dangerous lightning strikes. On top of that, a torrential rain occurring now from Lakewood Ranch southward just north of Inglewood this afternoon. This line blowing up along the sea breeze front has been really intense near Venice, and the lightning has been what's more impressive in terms of danger with these storms. And no severe weather reported at this time. This significant weather advisory will stay with us until 6:15 tonight. You can see that rainfall and heavy lightning strikes now, 237 just in the last 10 minutes or so right there from south of Osprey all the way down through Venice. Venice getting hit the hardest right now. Again, a big problem with lightning. Another one developing here. This is starting to show up as more lightning is developed here at Lakewood Ranch, moving through Fruitville all the way down into Bee Ridge and Clark Road, moving to the west at 10. So people in Sarasota, Siesta Key getting rainfall now, but a lot more lightning headed your way. On top of that, Lido, Longboat Key, and this will spread northward, I think, through the night as the sea breeze again pushing off to the west. The heights of some of these storms pretty impressive, up to 50,000 feet as they make their way to the west at 10. We'll have to deal with this for the next hour or so into Sarasota County, and then storms could develop into Manatee County through the next couple of hours. Details on all that coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. A new state law went into effect July 1st, allowing students in Florida to pray in school and express their religious beliefs.
So what changes does that mean for school districts across the state? ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us live from Manatee County with more on this controversial topic. Dwayne?
Well, good evening, Scott and Haley. Legislators put out this law in effect to help protect students, but some say this will only cause some messy situations.
It's official. Governor Rick Scott has just signed into law what's called the Religious Liberties Act.
I can see where this could open the door for a lot of different views to be expressed than perhaps our lawmakers were thinking about.
Religious views that may not be considered mainstream, such as Hindu or Muslim, according to retired Manatee educator Linda Boone. But it doesn't stop there. A student could have the option of expressing Satanism. The law prohibits a school district from discriminating against students, parents, or school personnel on the basis of religious viewpoints or expression.
You know, students can be very passionate about their beliefs, whether they own them themselves or they're repeating what they've heard at home. That's where I think it may be difficult for school districts and individual schools to draw the line as to what is considered appropriate expression of beliefs.
Manatee School District General Counsel Mitch Teitelbaum says it's up to the Florida Department of Education to decide that. He says the bill requires the Florida DOE to develop a model policy for the district.
The DOE guidance is necessary. We have to see that the statute is interpreted by the DOE and put procedures in place that are uniform throughout all school districts in the state of Florida.
Students' religious identity and expression are protected, as well as their option of clothes. But Teitelbaum says this statute may go a step further.
It's pretty much ensuring that secular and religious beliefs are treated the same without having to paraphrase the statute itself. It's just a greater protection of religious expression and identity for the particular students.
A policy that Boone says has a potential to hurt the district in the long run.
They're so far removed from day-to-day operations of a school district or a school that they really don't have any idea sometimes what they are actually putting upon the districts.
Now, the Florida DOE did not come up with a deadline to come up with a specific policy, but administrators anticipate it may come out sometime early in the school year. Live in Manatee County, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. A Florida school district is already challenging another education-related state law that steers more money to privately run charter schools. The Broward County School Board voting to challenge the law, and an attorney working for the district says other school boards may join the lawsuit. District officials agreed to spend $25,000 to work on a lawsuit that will try to show this new law is unconstitutional. Lawmakers have defended the new law, saying charter schools are public schools that deserve their share of local tax dollars.
A fire station in Venice is in desperate need of repairs, according to the city government. Some of those issues include rats, potential mold, and holes in the roof. The city, to its own admission, has let the building go. Now they want to pick up the pieces and fix it or build a new one.
It's got mold. The AC units are pretty well shot. The air quality is bad inside. If you look in the back, there's metal doors that are rusted. That's not a very good working condition, in my view, for our public safety people. So I think we need to get this high on the agenda and get it replaced.
The issue was not included in the city's budget for the upcoming fiscal year, but some say the issue just can't wait. If the building does become damaged, not only are the rescue personnel inside in danger, but so are $1.4 million in fire trucks and emergency equipment. The City of Venice has a building assessment team currently rating the condition of the fire station. Their recommendations will come in the next month. A follow-up now on a crash on Siesta Key when a truck smashed into the front window of the Lobster Pot restaurant on Ocean Boulevard. The Lobster Pot is expected to partially reopen tomorrow morning around 11:30. To customers, however, only part of the restaurant will be open as they continue the cleanup. The seafood place typically seats about 60, but with the damage, they can now only seat 40. This after the driver of a white pickup truck seen here lost control on the 4th of July around 9 a.m. and went straight into the front of the building. The driver was taken to the hospital. He is said to be in stable condition. Police believe a medical condition may have caused the accident.
Lakewood Ranch is cracking down on unaccompanied teenagers. A new policy is now in effect that prohibits children under the age of 16 and without adult supervision after 6 p.m. in the area of Lakewood Ranch's Main Street. Any unaccompanied visitors will be asked to leave the property or wait with a security officer until their parents arrive. Main Street's property manager says the new policy is in response to minors fighting, causing property damage, and being generally disrespectful of visitors, merchants, and the Main Street property. Coming up tonight at 11, ABC 7's Rick Adams will have more on this new policy and how Main Street businesses and families feel about the new rule. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a new internal medical practice celebrates its grand opening. What this practice will mean for thousands of patients in North Sarasota.
And the lasting effects of the 4th of July celebrations, how it has impacted local wildlife.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining. ABC 7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need when severe weather threatens the Suncoast. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Sarasota Memorial's new internal medicine practice in the Newtown community is officially ready to take patients.
Community stakeholders were on hand for the grand opening ceremony of the new Jean and Alfred Goldstein Health Center at Sarasota Memorial Internal Medicine Practice. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates joins us live from the facility on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Bobeth?
Well, it took about 2 years to transform the idea of a Newtown Medical Center into a reality. But as you can see, the facility is not only up and ready to see patients, but I'm told the services they will offer will far exceed those of a normal medical practice.
And with the cutting of the ribbon, the new Sarasota Memorial Internal Medicine Practice is officially open, a feat that some Newtown residents say is surreal.
I remember when we had to go to Sarasota Memorial Hospital in the back, and now we have it right in our community. This is awesome.
From Newtown residents to Suncoast stakeholders, the community gathered to celebrate the Jean and Alfred Goldstein Health Center at Sarasota Memorial Internal Medicine Practice. Many hope the facility will help bridge the gap between those in the community who currently do not have a primary care physician.
A lot of people are walking around with diabetes and hypertension or high cholesterol, and they don't even know it. Once you can find these things in these patients, then you can treat these patients.
And officials say communities with a demographic similar to Newtown's tend to have an increased number of residents who suffer from preventable illnesses, which is why they say the location of the medical practice was so important.
They may have access to health care, but really building that bridge and establishing that relationship and laying that foundation is really key when you're working with underserved communities.
The health center is located on MLK Way and is expected to serve more than 1,800 patients in its first year. But the services being offered at the location will go beyond the patient's medical needs.
We wanted was to go beyond just here's your prescription for your blood pressure or your insulin for your diabetes. So we've partnered with a tremendous group of individuals. So with the food banks, we can send our patients with diabetics so that they could get more access to more fruits and vegetables. We've partnered with Legal Aid of Minnesota so that they can provide free legal counseling on issues that impact health.
News that has many in the community celebrating.
I think it's a great addition to the community. It's well overdue. I think it'll be a great asset to the community, especially with the health issues that are going on today.
It's part of the Sarasota Memorial Florida State University Internal Medicine Residency Program, and all the physicians here will be rotating throughout this facility and several other SMH locations. Now, it's important to note, now if you want to be seen here at this medical center in Newtown, you will need an appointment. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. This is really exciting for that community. Hopefully more people will be able to just, even walk there to get their medical services.
And it's not just care, it's preventative care.
That's the most
that's going to make a huge difference, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back with your forecast. Some big storms affecting parts of the area. Bob will have the details right after this.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Florida's coral reefs are declining. Bad news for our oceans and marine life. Fortunately, you can help, and you don't have to dive, you just have to drive. When you purchase Moat's Protect Our Reefs license plate, $25 goes directly to Moat Marine Laboratory, whose research, restoration, and conservation programs are helping this precious natural resource thrive once again. So get your Moat Protect Our Reefs license plate today. You just might hold the key to saving Florida's reefs.
Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC7 and these sponsors. ABC7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need when severe weather threatens the Suncoast. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you. ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The sky is dark. We're seeing from Tower Cam.
Right,
for sure.
we are. Yeah, Tower Cam getting a good look at this line of intense storms moving in over Sarasota now into downtown Sarasota. Get ready. Frequent lightning has accompanied these storms. Heavy rainfall and gusty winds up to 40 miles an hour. Wind gusts up to 46 at the Punta Gorda Airport just recently. And fireworks, we had plenty of them yesterday. And I tell you what, they were pretty spectacular, to say the least. These fireworks again. In the background, Mother Nature's fireworks. A guy getting this one from Venice. Appreciate that shot, and looks like we will continue to see some nice weather throughout most of the day tomorrow, and then showers and storms firing off in the afternoon. Some of them could be heavy, but the rain chances are not all that high tomorrow due to some drier air that's slipping in. The Van Wezel webcam showing the time lapse of those clouds moving in from the southwest, I should say southeast, to the northwest. And you can see the storm, the line of storms now starting to lessen in Venice after a tremendous amount of lightning, very heavy rainfall, and then the outflow boundaries from that mixing with the west coast sea breeze starting to generate storms into Manatee County. Lakewood Ranch now getting the brunt of the heavy weather with some heavy rainfall there and some frequent lightning. Venice still seeing it. Still some lightning around, but not nearly as intense as it was just about a half hour ago. And now we're looking at just the lightning away. And you can see raining heavy along Osprey, US 41, up through Bee Ridge and Clark Road, and then spreading toward the north into Fruitville. Now this storm is just kind of fired up on that sea breeze front south of Parrish. It will move west, so Braden and Palmetto right now you're in the clear in terms of any significant rainfall around, but things may be changing here in the next hour or so. As you can see, Lakewood Ranch, University Parkway, I-75, torrential downpour, frequent lightning strikes. It's Sarasota downtown, not much rain right now, but it's on its way, and near Rye Road into State Road 64 some rain. There's that wind gust up to 46 miles an hour at the Punta Gorda Airport. That occurred just before 6 o'clock this evening as these storms move through. Now there is some drier air in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. This will be working its way overhead tomorrow and will be in place, so our rain chances will go down a little bit, 30%. There'll still be some around, but not nearly as much as we're seeing this afternoon. And the current conditions now, cloudy skies, some thunder being heard at the airport. We have 90-degree temperature with a dew point 74. It feels like 99 out there. And the high today was 94. 89 is the normal, and the record 98 set in 1998, this morning's low. Pretty typical at where it's supposed to be into the mid-70s. Right now, no rainfall officially at the airport. We will get a total at 11 tonight. 90 in Sarasota where it's raining, it's cooled. Tallahassee at 76 and 92 in Jacksonville, 88 in Orlando. And you can see temperatures have cooled down in the mid-70s to upper 70s where it's raining. Northport, cooler, 81, 92, though, still in Bradenton. And the Gulf water temperature about as warm as it gets, 91 degrees out there. The RPM model showing the rain ending this evening. After midnight, we'll see clearing skies. Tomorrow, not as many storms around. There'll be a few, but not as many, it looks like, throughout the afternoon and evening. Better chances for showers and storms to return on Friday and then more so over the weekend. Well, in the tropics, our next storm up is Don, and it looks like we may have it pretty soon. There's a 70% chance of it developing over the next several days, and the forecast models and pack, keeping a tight pack there, moving off to the northwest. And then in 5 days from now, we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it as it nears the United States sometime down the road in about 5-6 days from now. Southeast winds turn to the southwest at 5 to 10 knots out there. Obviously, when the winds and seas pick up near those afternoon and evening storms like they're doing right now out there in the Gulf of Mexico. 91 on the water temperature. And as far as the tides go, there they are on your screen. Low tide at 6:44 and a high at 1:06. Forecast looks like this for the next 7 days. We'll see a chance for showers and storms. Beginning on Friday, the rain chance at 40%, and then we will see a better chance for rain over the weekend as things start to top out into the 60% chance there. Temperatures staying pretty close to seasonal averages in the low 90s. Heat index up near 100 to 105 each afternoon. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Coming up, the 5th annual Venice Theater Cabaret Festival opens this weekend. We'll give you a preview of the music you'll hear and the entertainers who will be performing.
This week, Trump takes the world stage. The high-stakes talks, from tackling trade and climate change to a critical face-to-face with Vladimir Putin. The world will be watching, and this is where America turns. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
The theater scene is still hopping.
In the spotlight, the Venice Theater throws open its doors to welcome the very popular Summer Cabaret Festival. ABC 7's Linda Carson has more.
The Venice Theater is alive with music this summer, not like in the old days.
This theater used to close down starting about the middle of April and not really crank up again until October. That is no longer the case. This is a busy place.
Rehearsals are underway for the Summer Cabaret, opening Thursday, July 6th and running for 8 weeks.
There will be 20 different acts spread over that 2-month period.
And Eric Waters himself is the opening act.
My Huckleberry Friend. The show that I'm doing is called My Huckleberry Friend. It's a show of music by Johnny Mercer. I started singing and performing about 25 years ago. I've been a teacher, I've been in the financial world, I've been a private banker, an investment banker, and I'm currently the Director of Development here at Venice Theater.
Edwin Watson is also performing in the festival this weekend.
Don't let the sun catch you crying
songs basically that I love. Songs that make me happy, that I hope make other people happy.
Edwin's been a full-time performer for 9 years.
Don't let the sun catch you crying. I used to work in corporate America, and I remember when I left, my company and I separated, and I tried to figure out what it is I wanted to do, and I remembered, oh yeah, you used to sing. So I remember I found a voice teacher, took a couple lessons, went to an audition and booked the first show that I auditioned for, which was a little shocking.
And you'll see and hear a lot from Michelle. She's the festival music director, and she's got a show of her own coming up. Annual Venice Theater Summer Cabaret Festival kicks off Thursday. It's going to start with My Huckleberry Friend. He's going to be performing Thursday and Friday at 8 p.m. and Sunday afternoon at 2. And then on Saturday and Sunday night at 8, we're going to hear Songs of My Heart. Don't miss this. It's the best show in town. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda.
Bob's watching the weather, too, tonight.
We'll keep an eye on it for you throughout the evening.
Okay. World News Tonight is next.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Save big during the 4th of July clearance and pay no interest for 48 months with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase double reclining sofa for only $4.99. This special purchase white Florida bedroom for $5.99 and the matching nightstand is free. This special purchase Serta Perfect Sleeper Queen set for $3.99. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Veniceport, Charlotte, and Ellington.
And save big. Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. Start your day with a new Good Morning Suncoast team. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m. on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.